Okay, everyone, let's take a look at Chapter 3, Test Instruments. Approved receptacles may be locking or non-locking. The 5S organization system is used to optimize productivity and promote safety in the workplace. This will be Section 3.2, General Use Test Instruments. A continuity tester tests for a complete path or current flow. Fuses can be checked using a continuity tester set to measure continuity placed across a fuse that has been removed from a circuit. Receptacle testers are plugged into standard receptacles to determine if the receptacle is properly wired and energized. A voltage tester indicates approximate voltage level and type, AC or DC, by the movement and vibration of a pointer on a scale. Voltage testers and GFCI receptacle testers are the best test instruments to use when testing GFCI receptacles. A branch circuit identifier provides an audible indication to identify the circuit breaker or fuse for a particular receptacle without disconnecting the power. Analog multimeters use a calibrated scale and a pointer to display electrical measurements. An analog display is an electrical mechanical device that indicates a value by the position of a pointer on a scale. Digital multimeters use an LCD to show electrical measurements. Digital displays display values using either a light-emitting diode LED display or a liquid crystal display LCD. A bar graph is composed of segments that function as an analog pointer. Test instruments use multiple abbreviations and symbols when displaying a measurement. The applications in which digital multimeters may be used are classified by the IEC 1010 standard into 4 overvoltage installation categories. A standard multimeter can be used with attachments or adapters that allow the multimeter to measure almost any type of variable. A digital multimeter can be used to measure the resistance of a circuit or component removed from a circuit. An ohm meter can be used to check for open circuits on a PC board. A diode indicates a low resistance in forward bias and a high resistance in reverse bias. Caution must be exercised when measuring DC voltages over 60 volts. AC voltage measurements may vary slightly with different meters. Manufacturer procedural manuals should always be consulted for proper operating procedures. Fuses can be checked using a DMM set to measure voltage. Ghost voltages are produced by the magnetic fields generated by current carrying conductors, fluorescent lighting, and operating electrical equipment. A digital multimeter used to take inline current measurements becomes part of the circuit being tested. A clamp-on ammeter includes test leads and voltage and resistance modes. A clamp-on ammeter measures the current on a circuit by measuring the strength of the magnetic field around a single conductor. A flashing lamp and a clamp-on ammeter may be used to isolate a particular circuit. Section 3.3, Specialty Use Instruments. Bench oscilloscopes and handheld oscilloscopes provide a visual display of voltages. An oscilloscope is a test instrument that displays an instantaneous voltage image on a graph. A digital logic probe is a special DC voltmeter that detects the presence or absence of a signal. A megometer detects insulation deterioration by measuring high resistance values under high test voltage conditions. A ground resistance tester is a device used to measure ground connection resistance of electrical installations. An infrared temperature meter can be used to assess the condition of electrical connections and operating equipment. A phase sequence indicator is a device used to determine phase sequence and open phases. An optical time domain reflectometer is used to measure fiber optic signal loss, attenuation, length, and fiber in-phase integrity. Alright everyone, that was it for that session. Next will be electrical safety. See you over there.